New at 6, Vicksburg-area students' quick thinking may have saved the life of someone who was dealing with a severe medical emergency.
News 8's David Horak is live now in our Kalamazoo studio with this story. David?
Well, Brian and Michelle, it was one of her co-workers who was given a heart monitor the day before it happened. And then when emergency struck, real-life application took a whole new meaning.
I kind of get them started in that, but we get to go down.
Macy Crabtree can be easily considered as goal-oriented, given that she works at Airway Lanes while attending class at both Vicksburg High and K-Reese's Career Technical Education.
When I'm devoted to something, like, I'm able to work towards it, so I don't mind having to switch back and forth.
Last Saturday, she was truly put to the test when she noticed one of her Airway Lanes coworkers was not feeling well.
She was leaned up against a cabinet anyway, and she just put her knees up, and then I noticed she put her head down on her hands, and she kind of started to drift a little bit, and I thought maybe she was sleeping, so I kind of just went over and knelt down next to her and tried to shake her awake a little bit, but I was getting no response.
That's when Crabtree immediately had her fellow staff members call 911 and the co-worker's family. She continued to perform CPR compressions and breaths until EMS was right next to them.
Kind of a billion things rushed through my head all at once, but I knew that in that moment I had to dial in and do what I knew I was supposed to be doing. I had to do it right, or else, yeah, something could have possibly gotten a lot worse than it was.
She didn't even think about what she was doing. It was something that just came natural. She knew her compression ratio and breath ratio and saved a life.
Just counting like the numbers of papers, or you actually
Crabtree is among a handful of students at K-Reesa, enrolled in a 2-year program training them to be first responders. It just so happens they recently had a refresher course on CPR, taught by their instructor and retired KDPS officer Brian Brusach. He is ecstatic that one of his students aced this literal life-saving lesson.
That's my reward. That's what I get back when I do this. I train the kids, and then ultimately they go out into the world and then they do what they do, and it was a win. It was a huge win, and it was very satisfying. I told her in the text message I was very proud of her, and I mean, it's just over the moon.
Any way she can fail the class now?
Absolutely not. No, she's 120% right now in the grade book, so she's doing great.
It makes me want to do it more because now I know I'm capable of doing something related to it, so obviously there's some reason that I've been interested in this.
Not all heroes wear capes, don't they? By the way, she told me her coworker is okay, and that she, by the way, is considering enlisting in the Army once she completes her education. We're live inside our Kalamazoo studio. David Horak, News 8.